This is Hashtag Finance, presented to you by the Canadian Securities Exchange, the exchange for entrepreneurs. With your host, Barrington Miller.
Hi, welcome to an edition of Hashtag Finance. I'm your host, Barrington Miller, and today I'm here with Robert Groesbeck, co-CEO of Planet 13. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Barrington. Great to be with you.
First question, how are you doing? How's the family? How's everyone?
Oh, everyone's good. We're, like everyone, we're trying to navigate this pandemic and trying to figure out, whether there's light at the end of the tunnel. We get confident, we think things are moving in the right direction, and then, we see blips that tell us otherwise, and, we're just navigating.
I got to say, there was a big difference from, I guess it's now going on 9 months from MJBiz.
Right.
For those that don't know, MJBiz it might be North America's largest cannabis conference, if not the largest, then definitely one of the largest. The CSE was there with MNP and MGO LO as partners, as well as Aird and Burles, and a few of my colleagues, Grace and our CEO, Richard Carlton, had an opportunity to visit your facility. To describe it as a dispensary, not accurate at all. It's a small universe, literally. Just phenomenal. Just phenomenal. We fast forward a little bit, and now the business has changed. The world has changed, and therefore your business has changed. Right. How have you had to pivot, and how have you been pivoting?
Well, it was, as I said, it was game-changing for us. We were operating at then record levels. We're very excited moving into March. We were looking at another record month. And the third week, we were told by the governor that we were going to shut down in 24 hours. And literally, we went from, an open operational dispensary, the world's largest, to a shuttered operation. And we were fortunate in that our governor allowed the industry to operate from a curbside program initially. And, but that was new to us. We had no curbside program to speak of. We really had no delivery system to speak of. So that was obviously a huge and dramatic impact to us and to our employees. And we sat back and made a decision at the executive level that we could either close our doors and try to weather the storm and see how things looked when we came out of it, or we could pivot and try to make a go of the curbside program, which we did. And we put considerable resources overnight to shuttering the SuperStore and pivoting to a delivery program and curbside initially. And then about a month later, we were able to go into to the delivery service. And for us, it's worked well. It was very stressful, very trying, but we're very fortunate. We've got an excellent management team, outstanding staff that really stepped up to the challenge and met that head on. And it's now a revenue stream that we never had before. So from that standpoint, it's been a positive. And it's continued as we've now reopened the store. So we're really excited about that.
So you went from fully operational, 24 hours, 24-hour notice, change your whole business plan.
Right.
1 month of curbside, change it or extend it or alter it to deliver.
Yeah, it was incredible. I sit back and I think about it. Somebody needs to write a book one day, because it was a game changer. I mean, we were literally looking at laying off at that time, right, 250 employees, and then rehiring them almost all immediately, and now ramping up. As we closed last month, we're close to 400 employees, and so it's again created challenges, but it created opportunities for us as well, and we capitalized on those. And we were very fortunate again to have a great team that helped make this pivot happen successfully.
How have your competitors been? And I say this sort of loosely. They're not really competitors in the cannabis business per se, because this sector is unlike any sector I've ever witnessed. Like, people support each other. You're sort of like frenemies.
Yeah,
How have they been?
I think your term frenemies was a good one. That's an interesting business. There are issues that we can come together on, but it's very competitive, very fragmented.
Okay.
Some of the operators here in town did well. They pivoted well in their operations and have done a good job. Others didn't, and it's like every business. You know, there's some that'll succeed, and quite a few that will fail. And fortunately for the industry here in Nevada, you know, the governor allowed us to reopen stores if in a permitted capacity. And for us, that's been a game changer because we are the largest dispensary in the state by a significant margin. That allowed us, you know, our occupancy at half, 50% is still upwards in the 400 range. So, you know, we have the ability to move a lot of customers through the facility, even at the limited threshold of 50%. So it's been very.
So just for our listeners and our viewers, Planet 13 actually doesn't only sell Planet 13, I guess, crops or merchandise or things. What percentage would you say is from Planet 13, and what percentage is from other venues and retailers or growers in the state?
Well, great question. So pre-COVID, about 90% of our product mix was outside vendors, 10% being in-house. That is now, we're boosting as we grow our in-house brands. That's boosted up to right in the 20-25% range, maybe a little higher in some of the SKUs. But we're going to continue to grow that. But again, we know, given the amount of product we move through the facility and our customers' desires, they want to have variety, they want to have a mix. So we're going to continue, obviously, to use third-party vendors, you know, going forward. But our goal is, you know, to try to get our branded products in the store representing 30, maybe 40% of our revenue.
Let's talk more about your your in-house branded products.
Right.
What are the popular ones, or what devices did you find that people are gravitating towards? And has there been a change in those types since pre-COVID?
Well, it's interesting. Yeah, there's been an overall shift in the market, more gravitating back toward flower. So pre-COVID, you know, we would see probably 70% of our product mix would be non-flower. It'd be, you know, vapes, you know, anything that was a non-flower product. We've seen the reverse of that now, where we're seeing a lot more flower. But on our product lines, our in-house brands, our flowers do exceptionally well. Our Medicine branded flowers we cannot keep in stock. We recently acquired another grow facility to meet that demand, so we can expand and meet it. Really,
only Planet 13 is actually acquiring.
Yeah, well, and we're continuing. Yeah, we're looking at other opportunities as we speak. But what we did is we rolled out our HaHa gummy line initially, and that's, you know, infused gummies in like 5 flavors, and that immediately grew to one of the top SKUs, you know, for gummies in the state, if not the top. And same with, you know, our other. Now we just launched our. It was originally under a Elysium brand. We've rebranded that as a HaHa beverage line. We just put that out into the market last week. So, you know, getting back to HaHa, we've been very pleased with that. Our chocolates have done exceptionally well. Dreamland is just sells great in the store, which is unusual. In the middle of summer, you're selling chocolate bars. But as we're very excited now, we're in 30 countries throughout the state. And, you know, frankly, the response from the consumer has been fantastic, and we knew it would be. And we're going to continue to grow on that. Our trendy lines are doing exceptionally well, leaf and vine. So we've got a nice variety of product mix that we're manufacturing in-house and selling here and in the wholesale markets around Nevada.
I'm curious, and I kind of want to get into tourism. And like I said, like, I've traveled to Las Vegas a few times, and Yeah, it's a tourist destination. I'm thinking more from California to Nevada and
Right.
the interstate travel and the effect on business.
Right.
How has that been, and is it changing?
Well, yeah, it's changed dramatically. So, pre-COVID, we were seeing 4.5 million people a month come through the airport. That dropped down as low as 1 million. We've seen it bounce back now. The latest numbers I saw, about 1.6 million, I think it was July. So it's trending in the right direction, but it's light years from where it was pre-COVID. It's going to take a lot of time. The California traffic, the road traffic has ticked up considerably.
Okay.
Now, I look at the room occupancy rates on about a daily basis, or I do look at them. And, we were seeing occupancy levels pre-COVID in the 80-90% range routinely. Now, midweek, you're seeing, mid to high teens, low 20s. On the weekend, you'll see, they can get upwards of 50 or 100% of their open rooms. We've got a long way to go. It has been very challenging and very difficult. And it wasn't until last week that bars were actually able to open again. Now, with that being said, for us, we've had record traffic and record revenue, in June, July, August. It's really come back in a big way for us. So we're very appreciative of that. Very excited to see those numbers and that traffic. And, we think it'll continue. We're really a destination. You kind of hit it on the head at the outset of the interview. This is much more than a dispensary. It's an entertainment company. And it is a destination. And now we've got a fabulous restaurant here in-house that is really gaining traction. And, people love it. Now they're coming here for the restaurant too. And, so now that things are moving in the right direction, we're taking a real hard look at actually expanding the facility, the dispensary, and bringing other amenities in, getting them back on track. So we're excited about
that. I have a note here telling me from Mark. Let's talk a little bit about the bought deal. And it was like 40 to 50 million in cash afterwards. Right. Why did you do this bought deal?
Well, for a couple of reasons. We want to build a war chest to take advantage of, because there are a lot of deals out there. And, we're looking to do acquisitions. We're looking to, bring accretive opportunities in-house, into our portfolio. And we need to move quickly. And one thing we discovered early on, cash is king, particularly in this market. So it's nice to be well-positioned to take advantage of those opportunities as they present themselves. And we are looking, and they're notwithstanding COVID and the travel restrictions, we're spending a lot of time looking at a few key markets that we want to be
in. Are you able to tell us which ones?
Well, it's no secret. Yeah, some of them, we obviously want to look toward the East Coast. We're really bullish on long-term prospects in Massachusetts. We've taken a hard look at Michigan. We've taken a look at Illinois. So some of those states, have been on our radar for quite some time. There's no secret there, but it has to be the right opportunity. And for us, we've got a checklist that we put together some time ago. And if the opportunity we can't check every box, we'll pass on it. And perfect example of that is our Santa Ana expansion. We looked at probably over 100 deals or potential deals in California before we landed on that. And it took us a long time, but it was the right location, gave us everything that we need, to build a superstore type facility in that market. So we're real excited about where that's going to go.
So COVID has forced you and forced the business to pivot, to change, to broaden. When things return back to normal,
right,
or somewhat normal, do you see yourself keeping this line, this new track, or do you see it reverting back to how you were doing business, or do you see some sweet combination of the two?
Well, I think it'll be a combination. Like I said, the delivery and the curbside programs we have in place now, those are entirely new revenue streams for us. It's like having another dispensary, actually.
Wow.
So
That's a great analogy to it.
Yeah, and as we move in, you know, we're working now to reopen our medicine dispensary, which is our original dispensary. We're going through the local government permitting process there, so we hope to have that open, you know, sometime in November of this year. So, you know, that'll give us an opportunity to go back in and cater exclusively to the local customer that, you know, uses our facility, you know, to and from work. So, and then of course, Santa Ana, as we build that out, you know, we hope to be, you know, hope to have that operational, you know, sometime in the first half of next year. And that's going to be a game changer. I mean, the design is probably about 99% complete.
Okay.
I expect to be pulling permits here shortly. But again, in California, we want to create a destination. We want a place that, you know, that 50 million plus visitors that go into Orange County every year, that, you know, we can draw from them, as well as, you know, the 5 million people right in Orange County and the, you know, 12 million in the greater metro area. So we want to create something special that drives traffic, that is a destination. It's more than just a dispensary.
And as we wrap up, the name, I mean, I know the story, but the name Planet 13.
Right. Well, I'd love to tell it. So it was really just a function of sitting around talking about, you know, what can we do that would, the connotation of being massive, great, huge, and, well, planet. You know, you hear the word, or, you know, you hear the word planet, you think massive. So 13 is really simple. That's the, you know, 13th letter of the alphabet, M, for marijuana, Planet Marijuana. And so, you know, we did the same with medicine. It was we turned the 13 sideways and called it M for medicine, marijuana. We did the same as we morphed this into a larger platform with recreational uses. So Planet Marijuana.
Well, from my planet to yours, I just wanted to say thank you, not only for doing this interview, but for also being listed on the CSE, being a great advocate of the CSE. We wish you and your family and all your colleagues and everybody under the Planet 13 banner, and as well as in the state of Nevada, the best of luck, health, wealth, and prosperity going forward. And if there's anything you ever need from us, just let us know.
Well, Barrington, thanks. I want to reciprocate, because the CSE has been a fantastic partner for us from day one, and we wouldn't be where we are now as a public company without that vehicle, and it means a lot to us.
Oh, it's our pleasure. And Robert, I just want to say thank you. And this has been your host, Barrington Miller, another episode of #Finance. And today I was here with Planet 13. Thank you.
Have a good day.